Hello. You wanted to learn how to retarget a rig the old-fashioned way? So, here, I'll make it look more like yours. Yay. So this is just some mocap data that I have, that I recorded a long time ago. I'm never gonna use it, but, yeah, it's just like a guy walking around and smoking. Your mocap data is different, I'm sure, but it will work the same way. So, yeah, what? Oh, you're using this? Uh, let's get that model actually. It's somewhere here. Yeah, I think this is it. Right, it's the same one. Yes. Okay. So, uh, how retargeting works, like I said before. Wow, someone is like hammering something. That's really fucking distracting. Is that you have your one rig that controls the joints of the character. You know, it moves everything around and stuff. And then you have another rig with the motion that you want to copy. Ugh, excuse me. Fuck, that was gross. And what you want to do is you want to take this, the rig that moves the character around. Let's say that's your clean rig, and put it onto the character with your, or the rig with your raw data, and we'll call that the raw rig. So I'm gonna call this raw, call this clean, just to get a difference. You don't have to at all, but just a clear difference between the two. So how do you do this? Well, first we need to do something in this menu. It's called data. It's like a little stick man. You want to just go rest position for both of these. Oh, why is he over here? Clear location. Clear location. Scale them up a little bit. There we go. So you have your rig here. And now you need to do stuff to this, because if you just like parent this on as it is, the feet will move around, but the legs will stay still or something. It'll just look horrendous. It'll look something like this. Like everything else is moving around, this is staying still. So what you need to do is create a thing called an IK constraint, or inverse kinematics. And what you do is you select each one of these feet bones and hand bones at the very end. They're very important. And you press Alt P and clear parent. I already did that. And you can either do it in the rig menu right here, bone constraint, inverse kinematics right here. And the target will be the clean rig, and then you can select the bone. Or you can just press your foot bone and then shift click on I guess the knee. It's called the knee. But this would be like the shin or the calf or something. And you press Control I. Wait, sorry, hold up. Shift I. My bad. You press Shift I, and it'll just create it for you, which is really helpful. Now, if you come right here, it'll say chain length. You want to set that to 2, because if you don't, it'll just like do whatever this is. If you set it to 2, then that'll be the only thing in the chain. It'll be the foot and stuff like that. So just do that for each of the bones. It's the same model, same rig, so it should be the same thing for you. Shift, blah, 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 da, da, da. And there you go. There you have a basic rig, and you can have fun with them and play, whatnot. However, it is a little unpredictable with like where the knees go and stuff like that. So to fix that, shift click on just the balls and make sure it's just the balls selected, because I love balls. And you have these things here. And then press E to extrude. Just put them out like that. And then shift click on both of them and press clear parent. And then move them out to like around here. Now these are important because these will essentially control where the knee bone is going. And you can do that yourself by, you know, like rotating this or something, and that'll control like the direction of which the knee goes. However, it does just make things a lot easier. Same with the arms. Click on the ball, extrude. Now you can put both of these back behind him. It doesn't really matter where they go, but I personally like to put the controllers of the legs in front and then the controllers of the arms in the back. Just makes things a little bit easier when I'm rigging myself. So you can do that. Now, naming them makes things a lot easier, and this it'll probably be a lot slower for you, but I've been doing this a little while, so sorry if things are too fast. I guess I'm too used to it. But you can rewind. It's important that you name them, and that you name them in a specific way. This is the mirror function right here, and if you use this, then you can, every time you turn this on, you'll be copying the same movement to the other thing, and then you're mirroring the objects. And that can be helpful sometimes, believe it or not. So if you don't care about mirrors, that's okay, but I do. So changing, when you name your controllers, you should, you should have like a preset that says like L or R or something, and it should be the exact same name. So what I like to do is I like to say that this is R dot IK control arm. And if you want to make things easier for yourself, you can just copy that, the dot part. Press OK, enter. And by the way, the naming shortcut is F2 if you didn't know. And this one will be L. Wait, hold on. This one is R. What the fuck am I doing? I got the directions wrong. Sorry. This is L. This is L. And this is R. Sorry, I'm directionally challenged, I guess. If you are directionally challenged like me, going behind the character is nice because the left here is your left, the right here is your right. It's like you're in first person looking at yourself. Except you're not. You're looking behind yourself. Same thing with this. I'll go dot L dot IK control leg. And I'll just copy and paste that. Because I mean, I can remember it, but it's easier to just do that. R dot that. And great, now when you turn the mirror thing on, both of the bones move. What? Why does it do that? That's weird. I don't like that. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing it in this way? Whatever, it doesn't really matter that much. Because it'll all get... Why am I stuttering so much? It'll all get affected. You'll see. You can also turn the bone thing on in edit mode, and it will mirror the parents that you make. So if I parented these, you want to parent these to the feet, by the way. Parent this, and I'll do it to the other side as well. Now, these are cool. They don't do anything though yet. On the leg here, you want to set your pull target to the rig itself, and then find the bone. So if this is IK control leg L, then you look that up. And unfortunately, you can't just like drag and drop. You gotta actually find it. It may look fucked up for you. Usually is. You can try adjusting the pole angle right here. So this seems like it's gonna be 90 degrees. However, it's never really perfect. I recommend, honestly, tutorials and stuff, they'll say like, oh, make sure to set it like 90, 30 degrees or something like that. It's probably never gonna get perfect, so you can just like turn it off and then turn it on. And that's close enough. Like, it's moving around a little bit, but it's close enough, really, to the original position. Same with this one. If this is the right, then I'll go IK, control, leg, right. And adjust the pull angle. Yeah, that's close enough. A little bit of movement was close enough. And now I'll do the same thing for the arms. Okay, control arm. This would be the left. Wow. Look at me go. Right control arm. Yeah, I should probably go this way. Bam, 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 bam. That's good enough. Great. Now you have some ability to adjust things, which will be important for cleanup later. You have yourself a fully functioning rig, by the way. So if you want to ditch the mocap and just do hand animation, you totally can, and it will be a lot easier. It doesn't look fancy. It doesn't look like the cool Rigify rig or whatever. You can make it look like that. I've done it, but honestly, I just say it's a waste of time. Pretty much. So yeah, there he is. However, the point of this entire thing was to retarget him. So where's that? Well, what we're gonna do is, hang on a second. What we're gonna do is, we are going to position his hands and use the mirror thing, by the way, because it makes things easier. That's why I said use the mirror thing. Just gonna position his limbs so that they're on the bones of the other rig. Oh, wow, really? It's not perfect? Well, whatever, that's fine. Okay. Don't use the mirror thing then, because apparently it's not good enough or something. There's like 1 decimal that's all fucked up. You don't even have to make everything perfect, honestly, but for starters, you should. You can leave a little leeway. Totally fine. It's not even going to be detrimental if you make your shit up here and then you parent it. It's just, you're going to need some fixing. Okay, now you're going to add a child of constraint to the hand, to the very end bones. Parent it to your raw rig and parent it to the corresponding bone. So if you go in here, the raw rig's bone is hand L. It might be different for you. That's why you should check. But this will go to hand L. Now the hand will freak out and it'll go away over here. If you just set inverse, you should be fine. And do it again. Child of constraint. Select your raw rig. Hand R. Perfect. Go in here. Same thing. Could probably cut this out, but I don't want to edit this video at all, so this would be foot R. Foot L. Yay! There you go. Now this is still in rest position, but if you put it on pose position, oop, hold on, sorry. I forgot a really important bone to parent. The pelvis. You want to parent this bone. Wow, I completely forgot. Yeah, you want to parent hips or pelvis or whatever it's called. This is just the bone that controls the entire body. And you want to parent it to whatever this bone is called. In this case, pelvis. But for you, it might be called spine or hip or something like that. So let me just do that real quick. Pelvis, boom. Wait, what the fuck? No, it's the wrong thing. Sorry, this bone. Jaw depth constraint, raw, pelvis, set inverse. Now, if you play the animation, take off rest position, as you can see, he will move according to that animation that you put in. Now, is it perfect? Most certainly not. In fact, I'd say that it's pretty bad right now. However, that's the whole reason why we did the IK thing. That's the whole reason why I wanted to make things really adjustable, because the benefit of that is that you can just move the hand around and fix that issue. You can stop making him go ass up, fix the issue. Like so. That's why these knee things are helpful. I don't know what his feet are doing. Fix the issue. You can just do that. And then suddenly, you'll realize that there is no escape from hand animation. Mocap cleanup is just another form of that. It's another thing that you have to do to get your stuff to look good. And that's just the unfortunate reality of things. Now you can go above and beyond and also parent things like this bone right here, but I usually like to just animate it myself. But yeah, it'll do weird stuff. And that's why you have to fix it. So turn on auto keyframing, start moving shit around. This mocap data is just bad as well. Like, if you're gonna have mocap data, you really want it to be in your character's, like, you know, size and shape and all that, because this is not meant for this guy at all. It's not in his proportion or anything like that. So, of course, it's gonna fuck up a little bit. And you're gonna have to do more work had you not just used a Mixamo or something. However, this is just how it's done. Now, does Rococo do a better job of this? Usually, yes. Does it do it faster? Yes. But when it fucks up and there's no real solving it, you gotta go back to the old ways. See, look, ooh, that's screwing up. Just move this. Just move this. You can fix the damn thing. When you have to go back to the old ways and fix it yourself, you can do that using this method. Make sure those limbs don't extend out too much. I think I went too far on that. Yeah, I did. And as you can see, it's not like the worst thing in the world to do. As you can see, I already made some pretty basic cleanup. I made this little like idle animation. Not much effort at all, not much time, even though I had to hand animate stuff. And you can go above and beyond and animate his straps or whatever moving around, and I'll just do that real quick. I'll just clean up the fucking thing. Watch this. Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, you know, you can play around with it. This is just a little bit of cleanup that I did, and it probably took me like 2 minutes to do for just this little part. Now, obviously, it does kind of fall apart when you start moving around, and now you gotta clean up this, now you gotta clean up that, and it's messed up. But yeah, that's how you do it the traditional way, and that's just the way of life. It's a little bit harder, it takes longer. However, I'd say that you get a better, more moldable, customizable result, and frankly, that's how I get that kind of good mocap. I did it for this, as you can see. fuck. Holy shit. Sorry, the project file is really big. Because of one model. But, you know, put in the work. You can see that, you know, you can just make some guys and they'll move around. Now the 096 mocap, that's not as good. But I'd say that, like, you know, okay, that looks kind of dumb. You can make some pretty cool stuff, especially if you hide things that look bad by going in first person or covering up his face with a box or something like that. You can do cool stuff with that. Don't forget about the benefit of hand animating though, because that can really save your ass as well. If you do that, so I recommend it. Fuck. Give me a second. Give me a sec for it to load. Yeah, like here. If you're doing complex stuff with like fingers and running and all that, you're going to want to just do it by hand. It's not that hard. See, look, that's not very hard to make, is it? No. It's not. Here, look, here it comes. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. This is 20 minutes, and you probably won't watch all of it, but if you do, thank you. Goodbye.